Hi guys, this is Miranda Wills. Welcome to my channel. Please, if this is your first time on my channel, subscribe and please like and share my video. So today I am talking about 5 amazing things or interesting things about living in India, especially as a Nigerian. Okay, so I've been here for some months for my postgraduate studies. Some people would say, is it worth it being there? Why would you be there studying? Why not USA, UK, or why not just stay back in Nigeria and study? But I still find some things really pretty much amazing and interesting here. And so I'm going to consider, or rather compare, these few things, yeah, with respect to the specific things I'm talking about. So one of them is online marketplace, online shopping. Yes. Okay, so in Nigeria we have online markets like Jumia. Conga Jumia is most popular in Nigeria, and while in Nigeria I've also used Jumia a few times, but here in India, most I barely go out to shop directly. Some weekends I do go out, but conveniently I stay in my room and I buy amazing, wonderful things online, and they're coming quite good, good quality and good prices. Yes, it's quite competitive here because there are so many of them. Amazon India, I shop a lot on Amazon. We have Flipkart here, and Big Baskets is here, and it's pretty interesting. Yes, being here and having all that. Much more convenient and easy to shop here than it is for me in Nigeria. Then second point is cashless. India is much more cashless than Nigeria. They have BHIM here, they have PhonePay, GPay. All you need to do is link your phone number to your account, and with your phone number you can receive money, you can send money. Some of the payment apps like Paytm, you just use barcode when you buy in a shop, just with a barcode like that. So easy to shop, whether online or directly. Even here in school, library, if you need to make some payment, you've made some prints, photocopies and all that, all you need is to just pay for that with Paytm, GPay, and other options they have here. Then number three is transportation. India has a more developed, organized transport system than what we have in Nigeria. First, Google Map. Wherever you're going, it's so easy and convenient to find locations using Google Map. Yes. And then if you're at the bus station, you need to know the right bus to take, because the buses, to different routes have numbers. So you just use your Google Map, trace your location to your destination, and you know the bus number, and then you hop into your bus. Then they have so many movement options. They have the public bus, they have a much better option which has AC, they have train route, the old conventional trains that runs on train tracks, and then they have metro train. Yes, and it's quite interesting. It's more developed, advanced, newer model of moving via train. Can book a bike, book an auto. Auto is, we call it keke in Nigeria, keke napep in Nigeria. And even when you're traveling, maybe from one state to the other, if you're not using flight, you have these buses that you can conveniently book to travel. That is way good. Even though Nigeria is quite getting up to that, where some companies now, they are trying to make the platform where you can just conveniently book and travel. Well, India is well ahead. They have had this system long time ago. Then paying for the buses is also quite interesting. You just get into the bus, there are ticketers there. They'll just issue tickets based on your location you pay. But the BRT we have in Nigeria, you have to stand on the queue, a long queue, to get the ticket, then get into the bus. No, before you get into the bus, you also have to stand on another long queue, which means there is actually not as much buses to take as much people as are in Lagos State. Lagos State is our center of excellence. Everything happens there. So most times I'm comparing with Lagos. And so that's about transportation in India. Then number four important experience I have here is security. India is well advanced in security. The roads in India are they have security cameras, in terms of investigation, crime, you can easily have recourse to the cameras for whatever issues, accidents, and all that. I went to the police station once and I saw all the roads being mapped out on the screen, and it was really quite good. I'm a lawyer myself, so when it comes to investigation, crime, and such related things, I see how much easier it makes justice and practice of law easy. When it comes to security, India is well advanced. And then homes in India are wired. Yes, when you're moving into a new apartment, just like you're paying for other things, light, water, and every other thing, you're paying for security cameras. The lifts have cameras, the hallways, even some living rooms. It's compulsory to have camera. I've been to someone's place and the camera is just right there in the living room, and he didn't put there. It is part of the house. Okay, so India security it's very important, and it makes people feel safe. Here you can actually leave your house, go out for a week, come back, nobody will go in to pick anything. I mean, why would anyone take such risk when it's probably possible the place is wired? So on a more regular thing, lifestyle, it is safer here, living here. And that's about security. Then the fifth one is power supply. India has constant power supply here. Aside the common power, they have alternatives for power, like they have solar energies. Most times, where you live, they could have some bigger power options, like power generating machines, bigger ones. They don't have what we have in Nigeria, small gen sets where we individually power. No, such causes pollution. Here, you don't have to worry about generating power yourself. You don't even have power going out at all. And it makes life here so easy. You can rely on induction for cooking in your home. You're not worried about such long periods of power outage we have in Nigeria. Power is not a big issue here. Other things that comes as a consequence of constant power supply, just like lifts, elevators. Nigeria, most homes you can't have lifts because what it will cost you to actually generate enough power to run those lifts will be so much. But because there's constant power here, most houses have lifts. Additionally, internet is quite cheap here, and also it's connected to power supply. Yes, because most of those internet private company supplying internet, they have to rely on big masts, gen, spending a lot of money to sustain the mast and everything for the internet. But here, internet is just so cheap, and it's linked to power. Trust me, there are so many more amazing things there are living in, India, coming from Nigeria. And as you're linked or connected to my channel, you get much more interesting, issues and topics I will discuss. So that will be it for now. Bye. Thanks for watching.